Hi, you guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to the movement. It's your girl, Truly Charm here on the Keep Living Movement. You know, it's not just the channel, it's definitely a movement. Because we be out here. We be out here every day, B. Every day, B. So, with that being said, you guys like, share, subscribe, and join the divine movement, okay? Because we be out here. We be out here. And I want y'all to keep living, keep believing, keep dreaming, keep succeeding, keep being you, keep being happy, keep being at peace, and standing up for yourself. I'm also hearing keep standing your ground, okay? So with that being said, I want to get some messages out from some of the things that I channeled in some of my previous videos. I know I channeled a detective. Why did I? That ain't even half of it, okay? That whole day was crazy. Like, my whole day was so magical and so crazy. But again, it's the spirit of being grateful and thankful. You know, this is what I heard. You know, or this is what advice that I took. You know, things may inconveniently cost you, okay? But be grateful and thankful that you have the financial stability or backing to be able to not let that phase you. I'm hearing that is you paying spirit is what I'm hearing. I don't know why, but I'm hearing that you're paying spirit for some reason. No, your spirit guides and angels don't want you to pay them directly, but for the information, you know, it's like you paying to receive some type of information, okay? So that way you don't have to guess or can't no one overcharge you. So let me tell you. So I went to the dealership to take my car. You know, I have a Rover or whatever like that. Took the car to the dealership because it's been making this humming noise, you know, while I travel the freeways. You know, not so much on the streets. I can hear it, but more when I travel the freeways. So I was like, okay, let me take it in. Of course, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to get charged the diagnostics fee, $125. You know, okay, bam, that's not bad. But no, that's a preliminary estimation or diagnosis. The real fee is $250, okay? So they can figure out what is wrong with my car. Why is it making this noise? So, long story short, find out what was going on with my car. I had to pay $250, okay? And then come to find out that they want to charge me an arm, a leg, a thigh, a breast, a biscuit too. They want an arm, leg, thigh, and biscuit for what they're charging me and what I eventually end up paying. So they wanted $1,500 to fix a hub bearing on Rover. This is the dealership. Yes, I'm exposing their ass. They wanted $1,500 to fix a hub bearing. That is highway robbery. Like, ridiculous. I don't give a fuck what type of truck I drive. I can drive a fucking a moon, bitch, a spaceship. Bitch, ain't no hub bearing. Look, I'm mad thinking about it, but I'm not even mad, but it's ridiculous. I have been watching ridiculousness. So if I don't know if you guys been watching MTV with Wildin' Out and Ridiculousness. Yes, I was watching Ridiculousness and B. Simone was on there too. But anyways, highway robbery. I went to Rover Land and got that shit for $1,400 for $300 and some change. 10%, actually, it was almost like 10% because 10% of the cost, basically. I paid 10% less of the cost, basically. No, I paid 10% of the cost, not less, but 10% of the cost, which is $1,400 is, I'm like, no, is that 140? I'm trying to do the math. Like, the math ain't math. At the end of the day, the math wasn't math, and I ended up paying $400 instead of $1,400. So, listen, you look, charge it to the gang, baby. Charge that $250 to the gang, which I end up paying almost $600, which is okay because versus coming out an additional $800, which makes no sense. And when I can Google the damn part, the part was only $80. So why are you charging me $1,400 for parts and labors? The part only costs $80. Like, come on, let's be real. Oh, it's factory parts. Yeah, okay. I can get factory parts too. Okay, look at half the price. Okay, but anyways, yeah, high rate robbery is what I'm getting. Things are more higher. So that was that. So it's like, okay, I was just taking somewhere else, but I know, okay, I gotta pay $250. I'm not coming here unless I need to. You know, it's just like, okay, I'm learning. Okay, I'm picking up. The first two times was reasonable prices. I'm not gonna get mad. They were reasonable prices. So it's basically like I paid for information. I paid to know exactly what it was that was wrong with my car, and I don't look at it as a loss because it was valuable information. So someone could be paying for valuable information on you. Okay, someone has some type of valuable information on you. Someone is paying for valuable information. I'm also getting a PI, private investigator, could be very, very significant as well. So, but I paid for valuable or for information that was going to help me in the long run to help me escape or negate the cost of $1,400 because, baby. Who paying 15? I just celebrated a 10th birthday. Okay, yes, my baby just turned 10. We went out of town. He had a birthday party. Like, I'm topped out. And then you gotta turn around. The holiday is Friday. My dad's birthday is Monday, baby. I'm tapped out. I'm not cooking. I'm not doing anything. I'm resting. I am going to cook dinner, but I'm not cooking a holiday meal. No, it's going to be meat, vegetables, a side, which is a starch, and some cornbread. My dinner's done. Boo. Look, the day before, my dinner will be done. Okay, so I want to relax. I want to kick back. I want to put my feet up. I don't want to have to cook. I don't want to have to worry about nothing. I want to relax. I want to enjoy my day. I want my dinner to be done. I don't want to be slaving over no hot stove. I don't want to do that. I've already done so much. I've already extenuated my energy. And it's so funny because I utilize that Facebook app where it tells you like what is missing in your life. And I'm missing motivation. I'm missing a reason to be motivated. And part of that reason was family. You know, family has a way of letting you know that they're family and they can give two fucks or high fucks about how you feel and what you're going through. If you can't please them, if it's not beneficial to them, baby, on to the next, you know. So I'm learning to lay the burden down. I am not the only person that can pick up or carry this torch. Like, what is it? Like, what's going on? Like, where is the disconnect? Where is the miscommunication? Where is the coordination? Okay? Where's the disconnect? Where's the miscommunication? And where is the coordination so that we can get back on track? Okay? We need some coordination up in here, okay? But anyways, I'm going to get into a reading. It's already been 8 minutes, 8:11. My birthday, I've been seeing my birthday like crazy. No, 8:11 is not my birthday, but I've been seeing my birthday like crazy. And I'm just like, okay, Lord, I've looked up my birthday. I know what my angel numbers are. What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to bring forth to me? Are you giving me some big gifts? If you about to give me a gift, okay, just give it to me already. So it's like, no. It's like, listen. Whatever it is, I'm pretty sure you're going to be happy, thankful, and grateful for it. But okay. So go back to my magical day. Okay, I had a magical day. So as a long story short, called Roverland. Roverland couldn't take me. It was a busy Monday. Of course they're busy. It's Monday. Bring it in tomorrow. Bring it in the next day. Okay. I'm here. I met an old man with a van. So he had another range because I had to take my truck. So I met another a person who owned a Rover. And as I dropped my truck off, I was treated to breakfast. So I did get a little breakfast sandwich. That was nice. A little nice. So not only did I get a walk first, I had a nice little walk. Neighborhood, ventured out. We looked at some property in the neighborhood, and then we went to get breakfast. As we waited on our food, this is where we venture out into the neighborhood to look at some properties, write down some addresses and some things of that nature. So, long story short, came back, got our food, sat down, allowed them to wait on me, I allowed them to do their thing. wait on me, make sure that they're doing the right things to my truck. Like, yeah. So, long story short, I get in my car before it's time for me to leave the facility. And in there's a note with my name, my information on it, and what I'm supposed to be getting. That motherfucker said, oil change it to nothing. Maybe I ain't here for none of those things. Okay, I need a hub bearing, a spindle is what they call it, a spindle. I need a hub bearing. Okay, so I needed a hub bearing. They fixed that. Remind you, this is not the first time I needed it with my Chevys because I ride Chevy. Baby, we ride Chevy. Chevy. I have had an Impala. I have had a Malibu. First I had a Malibu, then I had the Impala, then I had the Equinox. I also had a GM, which is Bonneville. I had a Pontiac Bonneville. So, but we ride Chevy all day. Like, listen, I done been through hub bearings, wheel bearings. What do you call that? The caliber. Man, I drove one wheel bearing. I think this was on my Malibu. I drove one wheel bearing out so bad that I needed a whole caliber. Like, I fucked it up. Like, I've learned so much with cars. I flooded the engine. Oh my God. I flooded the engine. One of my cars got flooded with syrup. Yes, baby daddy flooded my engine with syrup. Okay. But he helped me get my Impala. So I'm hearing no stone unturned or torn could be in vain, is what I'm hearing. So basically, it's like you can't hide your hand and throw rocks and not expect that rock to be returned. So, but eventually, you know what I feel like what I did was justified. Yes, flames everywhere. Okay, but anyways, what I did was justified in the fact that it had happened, and look. Those the old days. I don't know who that person, who, what, how, what. But anyways, it was justified because, again, how the situation played out. He put syrup in my tank. I had a PPO order against him. It just worked out in my favor because, again, hell has no fury, okay? I don't know why I wanted to say that, but yeah, it's just like you can't win. You just can't win against God. You know, you might win the battle, but you will not win the war. Okay? You may win a moment, but you will not win the outcome. You know what they say? You do good, good is returned. You know, you act out of pure intentions, okay? And good is returned. And when you stand up for yourself, too. That's another thing. People only think, like, when you do good, good is returned. No, when you stand up for right causes for yourself, that is returned. You're going to get good in return. Because Spirit, I feel like sometimes it is a test. Spirit wants to test you to see if you're able to stand your ground. For some reason, I keep getting stand your ground. Like, stand your ground, okay? I'm also hearing on your almighty high horse, okay? Because that was given to you by Spirit himself. I don't know, your spirit guide, your angel may be a guy. May be very significant. But I didn't talk enough because, look, the detective is out here. So you may have police watching you. So let's talk about the detective because this came up in my last reading. So I'm going through the neighborhood. I'm riding through the neighborhood. I didn't cook my dinner. I had a magical day. I don't know what I did. I rearranged my son's drawers, got rid of the old clothes. I think I even donated his old clothes. I put them in the bin. You know how they have the little clothes and shoe bins on the neighborhoods on the corner? I don't know if y'all got that, but we got that. So we got the neighborhood clothes and shoe bins where you could just donate if you give back. So I'm riding, about to go do my thug dizzle. Like I said, dinner is done. I worked, I cooked. The house is not clean, but organized. Every place has its space in place, okay, or an item, okay. For some reason, this what they call chaos coordinator, okay. organize the chaos. You got spiritually woke. Yes, everything has its place as where it need and should be. Okay, so I was feeling good. I was like, okay, it's time to go get that ganja. Okay, let's go get that ganja. And what's so funny is I didn't even tell my dad. I was like, okay, I'll be right back. Oh, you better go get that weed, ain't you? He like, yeah, I go get that weed, ain't you? I said, Dad, how you know? He's like, I know you. Yes, I done did my duty. I took care of everybody else. Now I want to go get my little ganja so I can sit back, relax, eat my dinner, kick my feet up. Man, I turned that damn corner. It's this man looking good, white man. Okay, looking good. I mean, good. You should have seen the arms on his pecs. Okay, the arms on his pecs, not the pecs on his arm, but the arm, the form of the arm, like cock diesel, like. What Martin say, like, it's like, you know what Martin say, but anyways, he was so cock diesel for him to be Caucasian. He was so beautiful, and he had this nice German Shepherd, his canine, like, just masterful, very masterful, and I'm thinking like, okay, shit, that nigga work for the Navy. He in the Navy. He in the Army. I'm pulling over. I'm saying something. So my smart ass then it's like, hey, I just want to say thank you for your service. You look like you work for the Army, or you're in the Army, or you're in the Navy. He was like, nah, you wouldn't even believe it. I'm like, oh, you police? He like, yeah, I'm police. I still said thank him for his service. Thank you for your service. I'm glad that you are in this neighborhood. You know, I never seen you in this neighborhood before. You in this neighborhood. The detective is out here, y'all. The detective is out here. They in your neighborhood, okay? They in the neighborhood. And I pulled up. I said, I know that man got my license plate. Yeah, look me up. Run that plate. Look me up. Look me up. I couldn't even play. Look, I can't even play, but I'm like, this man done ran my plate. He done looked me up. He done seen that I done called the police a couple times. This man didn't look me up. He didn't look me up. But at least I feel safe. You out here in these mean streets in broad daylight with your Caucasian ass in this African-American neighborhood. Nigga, you look like police. You look like the Army. First of all, you don't even look like the police. You look like the Navy. You look like the Army. And that brings me back to that situation. I said, a real try. I said, Spirit Guides and Angels, y'all gonna really let me run into a detective? Somebody looking for information? You gonna really let my intuition scope out the police? I said, okay, Spirit Guides. I couldn't believe it. So let's see what's the news. The Spirit tripped me up with that, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. They tripped me up with that. The blues, scared, heavy emotions, mental distress. Yeah, okay. Something is causing someone the blues. I love the blues. I love jazz. But someone has the blues, okay? They are scared. They have heavy emotions. They don't know what to do with them. They don't know how to transmute that energy. So if you are definitely in this energy of the blues, okay, you could be watching the Blues Brothers. I love the Blues Brothers. I used to have to watch shit like that because I was the only girl growing up with a twin brother and a cousin that's the same age, and they you know, they always outbid me because I'm the girl and they the boys, and they always gonna side with each other. So, but we got to watch Matilda. Oh, they was some Matilda fans, okay? We got to watch Matilda all day. It was Matilda fans. We got reading up, doing the research, learning more, gaining insight. Someone is scared of their emotions. They don't know how to feel. They don't know what to do. So they're researching. They are investigating. These are your true detectives, okay? Your undercover detectives. You're looking for your undercover. They reading up on you, okay? They gaining more insight because guess what? They see you piecing out, okay? Thank you. Next. Out of here. Like, listen, anybody got time for that, okay? This is also too reading up. I'm also getting tarot readers. Someone's also scared because they've been doing pulling on people's energies without their permission is what I'm hearing, without the invitation. Something about some type of wine and dine, courtship, consistently dating, romance, and passion, okay? Yeah, somebody got the blues because you are saying bye-bye, okay? You want to be wined and dined. That is the outcome. You want courtship. You want consistently dating. You want romance and passion. Someone is hot. They're hot. I'm also getting like this is like Knight of Wands, in and out, you know, energy, okay? They're in and out, and they're reading up. They may be watching you at this time, whether it's through social media or just riding by your house, but they know you like, bye Felicia, bye, I'm over it, it's over, it's nothing else to be said, it's nothing else to be done. We do have the liberation card here also with the coral compass is here, and then the Queen of Cups here. You've been a lot, you've been giving, you've been more than loving, you've been more than nurturing to this individual, you've been more than gracious, you've been more than patient is what I'm hearing, especially with this Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups does give me patient energy. You've been more than patient. It's just like a patient mom waiting for an adopted child to really let them in and to love them, you know. But I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's just what I'm seeing. I'm getting the cat with the terrified kitten. I'm also getting orphans and foster kids, how it takes orphans and foster children too. So you could be an orphan or a foster child at this time. You could have grew up in the system, okay? It took a minute for you to open up to your foster parents at this time. Yeah. Someone is doing a lot of shit behind your back too. And someone knows it. Someone has the blues because they feel like the shit that they done behind your back has caused certain things and situations and people to walk up out of their life with the peace and out, thank you next, leaving and not caring. Yeah, certain situations. I'm also hearing goals and aspirations, also blessings too. Thank you next, okay? You missed this blessing, okay? But there will be more and more. So next, this is what Spirit's saying, okay? Shit will come back to bite you in the ass. The shit that you're doing behind people's back or that you think you're doing in the dark will be brought to the light, okay? There's no gray area when it comes to karma. Either you is or either you ain't. Either you is, either you ain't. It's no in between. It's no gray area, okay, with this black and white card. And Spirit said, okay, talks about dedication and progress, okay? Somebody's been working. Someone wants to put some type of work into a community or an environment, okay, or a connection, okay? Because they don't have the comfort. Of course, they got the blues. They're scared. There's no community. So basically, it's like they're not receiving any love. I'm also hearing someone being dissed by their friends. If they go out, I don't know if this is why I'm hearing somebody talks about you to their friends a lot out in the community. Someone mentions you a lot. Someone brings you up, okay? And someone's been putting work and also doing work with the Eight of Pentacles. Someone's been doing work in vain and also that wrong type of work, okay? And it ain't gonna work, okay? It won't work, is what I'm hearing. It won't work. Yeah, somebody also wants to work on this connection with this Two of Cups, okay? Spirit say I'm about to throw a whole ripple in your shit. Look, the Two of Cups, yeah. They've been doing research. They think you may be connecting with someone else or you may be wanting to connect with someone. But this also talks about the wine and dine. The Two of Cups is here twice. Instead of Two of Cups, you got the two glasses here. Wine and dine, okay? Look at that. It's the same imagery is what I'm hearing. The same imagery. So imagery could be very significant to you at this time. You are paying attention to a lot of images and pictures, okay? I'm getting Netflix. Well, not Netflix. I'm getting Roku TV. You know how Roku TV, when you don't utilize the TV, it goes into a standby mode and it just plays the internet streaming basically basically not Netflix, but Roku. Basically, like all the apps or the channels, things could be significant. I'm seeing carousels. I'm getting hot air balloons, just creatures. You know, it's just like a standby mode, and it just keeps going. I'm seeing the words Anthony could be very significant, so words could be very significant. Paying attention to the imagery. Also the imagery, I did the egg I did the egg ritual where, to release me of barriers, obstacles, burdens, and connections and cores of certain contracts, contracts that I have with a particular individual. But it wasn't also just for him, it was also for me, to remove the negative energy, the blockages that may have been penetrating my body in all spaces and areas. And then, so when I finally cracked the egg, I put it in the water and I let it sit. Man, what rose up to the top looked like some type of demon, some type of, man, baby, that thing looked scary, okay? Beyond scary, okay? I'm like, what does that look like that, Lord? Help me. But anyways, I'm like, yeah, that's why you getting flushed. This is why you getting released. I'm releasing some type of entity that was attached to me, or someone could possibly be doing work that you could be in a relationship with or dating at this time, or someone that you possibly have left in the past, okay? I'm not saying that they were, possibly, okay? So, Spirit guys and angels, tell me more. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here with the Two of Shells? We got hope and readjustment. Yeah, someone's finding out. I'm hearing the naked truth, the hard truth. This ain't what you want. 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 Hey, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Hey, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Again, watching, researching, reading up. So someone's finding out through watching you that you ain't what they want. You not what they want. Someone is a raccoon. Okay, thank you, Spirit guys. I just go back to my magical day. So after all of that, I go get my trees. My dinner is done. I pours me a glass of wine. It is still motherfucking daylight, okay? It's still motherfucking daylight. So I takes my black ass out in the trampoline to sit, relax, and just soak up nature, to be out in nature. Man, I'm having the time of my life. I'm in the trampoline. I'm on my stomach. I'm on my back. I'm stretching my legs. I'm looking at the sky. I done took pictures of the Two of Cups, the trees coming together like this. Like, I done did it all. I didn't connect it with my spirit guides, my inner self, my higher consciousness. I didn't did it all. I'm in tune with nature right now. Tell me why the motherfucking raccoons and cats, or whatever the fuck it was, start getting into it. It's daylight. It ain't even dark. It ain't even dark. I see two raccoons leaving the tree after they even got into a big scruff. Why it's quiet. I'm in the zone. I had to sit up and yell at these motherfucking neighborhood animals, the neighborhood raccoons and animals. I said, hey. I said, hey, take that shit on somewhere. And next thing you know, I see the two raccoons. I said, Lord Jesus. And then there's one in the tree looking at me, coming down the tree. He stayed over there. But them motherfuckers done knocked me off my square. I said, the motherfucking raccoons. And look at this shit. Look at the fucking raccoons watching you all up here. It may be two or more. It may be a man and a son too. Because it was so funny, because one of the people I had told somebody to kick rock and blow bubbles, and I see that nigga coming up the block. What's so funny is I'm at the corner store. I had to wait for him to turn down the block because he had the right of way. He's coming and I'm about to turn. So of course I had to wait for him. It's him and his son. So he on my ass while I'm riding down the street. I'm riding, y'all. I'm riding. I just stopped at the motherfucking yield sign. Bye, get from behind me. Bye, go around me. Because I'm like, either you gonna say something, you ride past the street for a reason, you wanna talk, what it's gonna be. So I just stopped and I waited till he went. He kept going. Keep it going, partner. Just like the motherfucking raccoons. Get y'all ass up out of here. Keep it going. Keep it going. Exploration and discovery, maybe. You explored some shit. You discovered a detective that day. You had to pay for some information that day. So the page of swords could be very, very significant, whether you're researching, gaining knowledge, and receiving information at this time, okay? If you're receiving a lot of downloads, okay, a lot of clarity, your neighborhood is under watch, okay? Well, I know my neighborhood is. I don't know about your neighborhood, but I'm pretty sure this ain't the only neighborhood it's happening in. Undercovers coming in with their dogs and shit, looking like they from out the fucking World War II army vet and shit, the Navy, hoo-ah, and all that shit. I'm for real. That nigga looked like he was from, man, a movie. Straight out of a movie scene. And the way the motherfucking raccoons got into it with each other, you could have swore that shit was fake. And you could have swore you was calling me crazy because I'm yelling at the animals like they my motherfucking pets. In some way they are, because they on my motherfucking property, but don't nothing really belong. Let's not get into that. But they on the property. I'm not commanded their ass to fucking leave, and they motherfucking left. And it was crazy watching them motherfuckers leave out in broad daylight with their big, fat, looking asses. Healthy fucking raccoons. So look at raccoon spirit. Raccoon spirit could be very significant. And it's so crazy because I didn't have no glasses on. And I'm like, damn, my eyes dark. But that's just the mascara running into my eyes. So I gotta definitely wash my face off. But it's been a lot. It was a magical day. A magical day, okay? Very magical, okay? So let's get some additional messages. Let's see what's going on. What messages do you have for us at this time? Holy Spirit, guides, and angels. What messages do you have for us at this time? So 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 5 is 6. So 1 and 5 makes 6. Yeah. Spirit, guides, and angels. You got security. So raccoon spirit may represent some type of security or something like that. But work hard and stay disciplined to unlock a healthy, happy, and successful life. Your guardian angels are here to help you. So I want to let you know you got some type of security. And this is why some people could be having the blues, okay? They are in emotional distress because of your security. Because either they don't have it and you do have it, or they just unhappy with how things have played out. They did not work hard. They did not stay disciplined. Okay, someone is in their feelings, okay, because they have the blues and they need to release it, okay? Let go of old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve your highest good. Embrace your freedom in life. Baby, people are watching you release and let go of contracts, holds, barriers, obsessions, addictions, while they're still clinging on to those old patterns that do not serve them. So you have security with release. We have starting over. You are presented with the opportunity for a fresh start and new beginnings. It says release, again, confirmation, R&R. Someone needs an R&R. Release regrets, R&R, release regrets, and embrace this present moment with openness and optimism. You can start over. You will have the ability to shape your reality. Like I said, people wake up feeling different every day, B. They wake up every day feeling different, okay? Because Spirit wants you to start over, release your regrets, and manifest your dreams, okay? You have the power to make things happen. It is time for you to take action with faith and confidence, knowing that your angels are guiding and supporting you every which way. And nipples may be very significant. I'm sorry to say that. Nipples may be very significant because I was at work today. A girl walked in for an interview with her nipples out. Like, I was so irritated. Why are you in an interview? Why do I have to see her nipples? I was so irritated. Not out, but she had a dress on. Nipples just out. I'm just like, Lord, help the people. Help the people. But anyways, you have angel number 646 876 210 456 666. Remember, I just was talking about 10. 8 and 2 makes 10, which breaks down to 1. And then you have 5 here. 5 and 1 turns into a 6. So angel number 6 could be very significant. And then we have expansion. Angel number 333. Trust in your abilities and embrace opportunity, growth, and expansion, okay? Because you're manifesting your dreams. And I don't even know how this even came in with balance is what I'm hearing. Okay, maintain harmony and balance in your life to manifest your desires. Again, A lot of things are meant to disrupt you, to take you out your square, but Spirit said get back in balance so you can continue to expand and manifest your dreams. It's okay to start over. You're not perfect, okay? You can start over. I'm hearing it's okay to wipe the slate clean. I'm also getting something about a tarot channel. Someone's erasing their videos and starting over. I've thought about doing that. But I said no, that is a reflection of me. That is a reflection of my growth. That is a reflection of who I transitioned out of and who I am meant to be, you know, right now moving forward, okay? So those are the many stages of my life. So take a trip down memory lane for me, okay? Take a trip down my journey, okay? Down memory lane. But yes, seriously, do it, okay? So let's get some advice and we're gonna close it out before I cuss my son out for his loud antics, okay? Very loud antics, okay? Very, very loud. So guys, angels, what additional messages do you have for us at this time? So let's see. Don't phone it in. Show up and throw it down. So basically, Spirit say, why make a phone call when you can just do it yourself? Okay? Just do it yourself. Is what I'm hearing. Do it yourself. You ain't got to. I'm hearing you got like 10 phones, okay? 10 phones, okay? Give me Nirvana. I can dance too. Like no one's watching, or if they are, give it up, okay? Give it up. And make me one with everything on it. It said he was frank with me. Okay, make me one with everything on it because he was frank with me. So someone doesn't like, someone has the blues because they don't feel secure at this time. And cultivate inner Buddha. Spirit say, should nothing be able to rock your inner balance, your inner harmony. So cultivate Buddha, okay? Spirit guides, angels, that has been your message. Peace, love, and blessings. Peace, love, and blessings.